Hey, all you zealots and zerglings, it's time for another 3 versus 3 on Vault of Secrets. Interesting map I'm going to get to in a moment. I'm sure I've talked about before, but let's look at the players. I have spawned as the purple Zerg with my allies. We have Contrarian as the yellow Protoss and Spartan as the orange Terran. And we're going to be going up against Tristan as the red Protoss, Moctezuma as the blue Terran, and Solfra as the teal Zerg. Now I say this is a very odd map. It's a very short rush distance. I mean, it's just across this little plateau here, and you're to the other side, and then we got Contrarian going out to scout. There's some backdoor expansions that can be blocked off by knocking down these cooling towers here and here. But you know, you could be it's hard to get those down early. At least I know it is for me. And then but flank attacks are an issue, and the short rest distance. It's really a very unusual map, and I don't know if it's in keeping with the trend to move away from these really rush maps. And right now we are seeing Solfra double gas before pool. And I'm sorry, Solfra, but we already know you have double gas. So killing that probe is not going to change that fact. But he really did not like that probe. And actually, losing all that mining time just to kill off a very early scouting probe. I don't know. You're trying to go double gas, which he's not yet filled the gas in yet. There goes the pool now. I don't know when he's going to take these gas, but I saw the double gas in the scout, and I was worried. I was worried because he really intended, and yeah, he really intends to grab all this gas. So he's currently mining with 5 drones on minerals. I was afraid of some big tech build. The most obvious gas-heavy tech build I thought of was early mutas. So this isn't in mind that I'm going to decide to try to rush to mutas myself. I'm not going to do it quite in the same way, but you can see I've already got gas going. I'm going to keep those guys in there. Pool is on the way. Maybe a bit earlier, maybe kind of on my usual timing, I don't recall. But that was my intention. I wanted to get some mutalisks out, because I figured that's what he was going with this gas build. And I might actually have a bit of an advantage here, because he put these workers on gas so early. He's going to have a hard time affording things. Like, he can't even afford, he can just barely afford a lair right now. He's not even getting a queen there. Okay, he's going to get Burrow. Okay, there was a queen. A bit of a mistake there. He's going to queen out, but I suppose when this queen's done, he can afford lair, but he's going to be a little bit hurting for minerals, I think, to keep this economy running. That may be to his detriment, and he does have an overlord kind of scouting, heading in our direction. And we have a factory coming down here for Moctezuma. Ooh, he's really bunkering in, afraid of a Zerg. If I play Terran, this is kind of how my base might look if I'm afraid of a Ling Rush. Just very packed in, limiting the angles of attack. Maybe even throwing down a bunker back here, which he hasn't done that. He is starting to make some Marines, though. So this is my I'm afraid of rush Terran, which you won't see that much because I don't play Terran that much, and we've been doing a lot of laddering and not any other special games where I might pick a different race. And we got Tristan here throwing down a couple of throwing down a lot of gateways actually, and a robo. What in the world has he got cooking here? I don't know. It looks like I finally decided to expand. I was a little torn on this. I'm trying to go for a quick tech, but I mean even Zerg cannot quick tech anything without a second base. I mean, I'm already filling up on minerals. I need to get some more workers out, some more production out. But I do have lair tech on the way. Is my counterpart also getting? He's not getting lair yet. So I'm not sure what this gas is for. He has a baneling nest, but I don't think he's really produced any units. So I was worried about early mass muta, but so far he's not quite there yet. And building up an awful lot of money though. Needs to work on that production. Get some drones. He's gonna get Zergling speed and Overlord speed. I don't know. And we do have we have some Marines out here from Moctezuma. Are they gonna be getting aggressive? I don't know, but we got a probe coming out for Tristan. He does have all those gates. We're gonna be seeing some pressure. See, these rocks are not down yet, but we do have an Overlord spotting in case anything comes in. Not the best view of the ramp. It might have been better just to move this a little bit further down here, but if I were paying attention, I would have seen that, but apparently not. And Overlord speed is done, for whatever that's worth, and the pylon is going down. These Marines are kind of wandering around. Got a tank in there as well. I apparently am getting a bit more worried now, throwing spines down at my base because I'm not making any lings right now. I am focusing on trying to tech up and I just have to be prepared in case something does go down. And it looks like something may be going down right now. And what do we have to prepare for this? Very limited army right now. Just some Marines and a small pile of gateway units. But oh, the overlords for Sulfra are going to spot my overlord. So these Marines have now revealed themselves. Maybe not the best choice. And that medevac's holding a tank for some reason. I'm trying to get the overlord out of there, but that is not good. Could not save that in time. But they're getting ready to set up something nasty. Something nasty this way comes, and I know that's not how the saying goes, but hey, work with me here. And oh, Contrarian's expansion could be in a bit of trouble here because they got quite a lot of units, and we are not prepared for this. I'm going to pump out 16 lings. I do have my Spire started, though, and hopefully that will give us a bit of an advantage. There's some Marines around here, but, you know, I could go for counterattack harass. They've got everything back here. Could be a good idea. Setting up to contain the tanks are there. Oh, and the tanks. Oh, and he's got an observer here too. My spore crawler is going to spot this. He's going to see that just in time. But the tanks. Oh, the tanks have great view of my mineral line. I really should move those out of there. Even the spore crawler is kind of in range there, and I actually use that to spot that there's an observer here. My lings are going to try to come in and clean out these units. Friendly fire is going to do a lot of damage to that army. But now they're going to try to move in here. Unfortunately, the two tanks are still alive, and there's not much we can do about that. A couple more Stalkers, this might be enough to clean this out. Stalker's going to get right on top of those tanks. Hopefully that'll be enough. At least this Stalker can take them out. One tank goes down, the other one should be finished off. And a couple of lings coming in here for Sulfra, but what good are they going to do right now? Oh, even Spartan getting a tank up there, helping defend my base. And did they, I'm curious, did they see... They did not see my Spire, though. I was worried they saw my Spire. They, in fact, did not. Which could be an advantage here. My expansion is starting to get saturated, building up a lot of money, kind of saving up for the Mutalisks after that battle was over. I can make 8 Mutalisks right now, maybe 9 here in a moment, as soon as I get Overlords. I need Overlords. I know I lost at least 1 there. Apparently, instead, I'm going to get some gas and some drones. I need to get some Overlords out so I can start making them my Mutalisks and see if we can punish them. I mean, what they've got a Queen here. I mean, there doesn't seem to be much in the way of anti-air. No photon cannons here. Any missile turrets? There are none. There's not even an engineering bay. They're trying to put up expansions now after that. They should put those expansions up on the back end of, or behind their attack. And there's a ping here. Oh, I was pinging to let him know that you can in fact knock this down and block that entrance. And he is going to get on that right now. Remember, you do have to actually give the attack command on this. You cannot right-click on it like you used to be able to destroy these destructible debris and whatnot. Because, well, I don't know why. Maybe to keep people from accidentally clicking on it when they want to attack an army. And the cooling tower will fall. This will be blocked off, so any further aggression here of these Stalkers will have to use Blink to get in. That observer is still around, so it is a possibility that we are going to have to be careful of. But the observer's going to scout around, going to try to move in position to give him Blink. I guess he's got enough to... Oh, but he's spotted by... Oh, by the observer of Contrarian. So that will hopefully will minimize the Blink threat, and he realizes that, and those Blink Stalkers are going to get out of there. 1-1, triple ones on the way. A ton of Banelings coming out here for Sulfra, but he's also getting triple Evo. I don't know what this is for. Right now he's just kind of going Banelings. I still have not figured out what he's using all that gas for. Absolutely nothing. He's using that gas for absolutely nothing. Saving it for a raining day, I can only imagine. He doesn't even need these yet, but he's got them up just in case he wants it. And it looks like the Mutalisks are out right now. They're going to find a nice, juicy pro breakfast. Nothing here to stop this right now. I see some movement towards the main here to try to stop this, but look at all the probes that have gone down in the interim. And they're going to try to follow them down. They're going to be like, oh, Blink Stalkers, and that's going to reveal that there is Blink, which is something that's important information. I'm going to find a quick ICV here. I'm not going to stick around long because there's no way I'm going to be able to take that down before the Blink Stalkers get back there. So I'm just going to have to try to do as much damage as possible. Gonna pull back here for a second. It looks like we do have the Banelings here for Sulfur. I'm gonna have to watch those Mutalisks because they're coming in too, because they're gonna try to come in, see if they can do any damage, grab a couple of SCVs. But the Banelings here are going to... Oh, so many Banelings died. The Siege Tank took a lot of damage there too, and looks like I may have done some damage to the SCVs. I wasn't paying attention to my Mutalisks for a second. They're gonna take a couple of losses there. But still, they've got to have lost a lot of workers right now. I wish I could have the worker lost tab and find another base. There's a Queen there. I'm gonna quickly finish that off. I'm gonna spot the Hydralisk den. 8 Hydralisks are on the way, and I'd be like, I don't want Hydralisks stopping my Mutalisk harass, but no, I realize I probably can't take that out. Yep, and here comes the anti-air, and I'm going to get out of there cleanly. And it looks like he's trying to set up another pylon here, unless that was already there and he just kind of forgot about it. But I'm going to actually spot this here in a second, so we're not going to allow for that to stand for very long. They're going to park right here. Oh, and one Mule's going to be like, hey guys, I found something you might be interested in. And it looks like we got Contrarian scouting with observers. Not going to actually see that expansion until it pops. But the harassment has got to have been devastating. I mean, look at the losses right here. I mean, Spartans hardly lost anything. Contrarian and I haven't lost that much. I mean, we're equal with Moctezuma, but there's a lot of losses on our opponents here. And I'm going to finish off that last pylon, so there will be no more threat of this flanked harassment, at least on the side that we blocked off. We probably should have taken care of these as well, because they could easily have flanked on the other side. But, oh, that wouldn't do much good against Moctezuma's Doom Drop. Looks like we do have forward siege tanks in there, a lot of Marines. I don't know what those Marines upgrades are at just yet. We do have +2 attacks, so whoops, it was a mistake. And the missile turret did get a little bit into preliminary damage, but we do know this is coming. Planetary Fortress here is going to force the infantry back. He's going to have to siege up at range, which he can do just fine, but the Planetary should be able to last for a little while. And I want to engage this, but we still have, well, only 4 Marines, but I need to get more Mulos out right now. And look what we got going here. Triple level 2 upgrades coming, and Hydro Speed, and an Infestation Pit. And here comes the attack right now. Once the Marines are gone, though, my Mulos can go to town on these tanks, but there's just too many Marines here. I did not have enough Mulos out. I don't know why. I have the money for it. I'm not really sure what I'm doing right now, but apparently it's not macroing up Mulos. And those going to use the Afterburners to try to get out of there, but once the Afterburners end, oh, looks like Contrarian was going to try to take an expansion. Oh! Looks like Tristan was able to destroy that expansion. My Mulos are going to have to get out of there before the Stalkers can take them out. Do not have the Mulos numbers yet. I don't know why. I'm focusing pretty much on microing my Mulos, which is why I've got terrible macro going on right now. With 13 Mulos are going to go down. Contrarian trying to push back, see if he can retake this expansion. But, oh, some Hydros from Sulfra, which they're going to be 2-2 here in a little bit. And just getting the speed upgrade as well. Do they have the range upgrade? They do, so... Oh, and he's going to knock down those rocks. Clutch knocking down the rocks. He's going to stall that attack for as long as possible. My 13 Mulos are about to pop. I don't know if they'll be here in time. +2 attack for them has just started, so that means they only have +1. And he's going to get those Zealots in the front. Force fields go down to prevent the retreat. I guess he feels confident that he can take this on. And with these Mulos coming in here, they're going to take a lot of damage. But this should be enough to clear this up. And in fact, it is. I'm not sure whose scan that was or what it was for. But that attack is going to be taken care of. Contrarian is going to try to re-expand here at some point. Tristan is actually scouting this, though. And now my Mulos are going to be renewed and continuing their attack. They're going to spot Sulfur's expansion, which he's not really saturated yet. So he's going to lose the hatchery, but not a lot of workers. It looks like I'm going to be expanding to this opposite gold right now because I probably feel that I need the money. And we do have Void Razor coming out here for Contrarian. And we haven't really seen much that would require Void Razor. Oh, those poor Hydros never had a chance. And let's... focus that egg down. That's another Hydros right there. Oh, but there's some more Hydros. I'm just gonna get out there. He'll just join his friends and he'll be fine. He'll be just fine. But things have quieted down here just a little bit. Looks like I'm getting a second Spire up. I want to get some double upgrades going because apparently I have the income for it because my macro is just terrible this game. 10 more drones on the way. Looks like we do have a Hive coming out for Sulfra. What is he going to be going for tech-wise now? Infestation Pit apparently is just to get that Hive Tech out, maybe to get the 3-3, which I do believe requires, yes, it does require the Hive Tech, so probably going to get the triple 3 upgrades, but is he going to go for any Ultralisk? He's not got a Spire coming, so I don't expect to see Broodlords. Seems to want to stick with the Hydralisks right now, and who could blame him? I love Hydralisks. They're just not very, even with the speed upgrade and Heart of the Swarm, they're just not very good, and this is going to be spotted. It looks like we have more than enough here to deal with this. I mean, Hydros are pretty good, but this is just a lot of units. And yeah, they're going to instantly retreat. One Hydrolisk is going to lose his life to find that out. But another push coming up here in the middle. Looks like it's pretty much Marine Stalker with a single tank mixed in. 1-1 on those Marines. No other upgrades coming, though. He's just making Marine Medevac right now, it looks like. And 28 Lings are coming out here for Sulfra. Who probably needs to do a bit of a mineral dump, and he needs to actually move those drones elsewhere because he is oversaturated. I don't know where you move him right now. He's trying to retake the space. He needs to maybe start long-distance mining here because he's not getting any benefit from this right now. Here comes the push out of the Marines. The Mulis are getting ready to run the attack again. The +2 has been completed. +1 armor is on the way. Do I have enough to get the +3 attack going? Or, oh, I need to get Hive first for that, I do believe. I believe I need Hive first to get that. Yeah, I do need Hive for that. And it looks like they're trying to swing around here. My drones kind of got a little lost this game. I don't know what way they were going. But actually, maybe I do. But oh, that's right, because we knocked down those rocks. So they had to come up the front of their base. But they need some defense here right now, and this medevac is not exactly it. Going to focus down that spawning pool, which is always hurts to lose your spawning pool no matter what you're doing. You're trying to focus down that hive. But it looks like I'm going to lose. It's going to be costing me my expansion. Because I have not been going any ground this game, I don't have the insurance burrow that I usually research for situations such as this. So gonna lose that expansion, but at the cost of what? Here come the hydros to defend, but the hive has gone down. Could not get down the infestation pit, which would have been pool, hive, and infestation pit all going down at once would have been pretty bad. And they're gonna try to bust down these rocks. These photon cannons are getting a couple of pot shots off. And hopefully giving us time to muster our forces. My mules are in position, but this is not a good force for them to go up against. A lot of Marine Stalker. Looks like I managed to pump out a lot of worthless lings. They got speed, and that's about it. And we're kind of just trickling in here. I'm trying to save my mules, so we absolutely need them, because if I just run them in here right now, it will do us no good whatsoever. They'll be able to heal through any damage I can cause, but I guess I realize I can't wait much longer. I'm going to get in there. I'm going to be losing a lot of mules. I'm going to try to pump out another 26. My goodness, how much money am I sitting on? And some Marine Hellbat are going to come in here. Hellbats will be great against the Marines, but they can't quite get in range. They're going to be absorbing all the damage from the Stalkers. Voiders are up there. Contrarian, you've got to get the prismatic alignment going right now, because that would be great against these Stalkers, which are, well, the Stalkers are now dead. But if we can just get enough units here, more Void Rage. Well, now you're using the Photon Overcharge, but it's no good right now because there's no armored units left here. Even the medevac. Well, I guess they're good against killing the medevacs off, but that's about it. And he's going to lift up Afterburn out of there, but a lot of losses right there. And in the meantime, we've got Spartan counterattacking with a Marine Thor force and a decently upgraded one for this stage of the game. So Tristan is going to lose his natural. My Mutos are ready to swing around for another attack. The one armor is done. Looks like we're getting Banelings now here for Sulfra. But what is he going to do with those Banelings? He's really going to rally all his Banelings down here to try to take out this force. I will have to see how that works out. The Banelings are done. They do have Baneling speed and +2/+2. But, oh, Moctezuma, he's going to... Oh, it looks like, nope, they've realized the Mulus force maybe is enough to send them off. And they got aggressive. I don't know how he held it off. And really, my fear that he was going for fast mutas didn't pan out. So I don't know if these mutas... They certainly did a lot of damage in harassment, but... Would I have been better with my traditional ground army? I don't know, but we managed to hold on and do enough damage to win this game, so I hope you enjoyed it. And have a day.